Good evening to you all, and welcome to Specter Knight Plays Specter of Torment. Last episode, we managed to recruit the Polar Knight to our endeavors. And in this episode, well, we seem to have found some interesting secrets. Seems we have another part of the castle to explore, as well as some treasures to find. Interesting. Edgy farmer. Well, at least we have an interesting place to practice our moves. What do we have here now? The endless parapet for the brave for a brief diversion of my own design, as if the entranced have time for diversions. Okay, what is the game? I have to board a platform, huh? Well, we might as well have a little electric distraction. Okay, so from what I'm gathering, this is a test of speed. Certainly feels like one. Just have to keep going up. Is that it? Yes, that is indeed the case. We have to keep moving up and avoid the electric thing of death below us. Okay, so as long as we keep moving, we should be able to get through this no problem. But the slightest mistake and our downfall is upon us. Okay, so seems we have a status bar up at the very corner telling us how far we've gotten. And it certainly seems like we haven't gotten very far, though we have just started, so we can't really judge based on that. Okay, let's be careful how we go about this. The last thing we need is to fall and ruin our chances of victory. As well, it would be good not to make too many mistakes. Last thing we need is to die halfway in. Speaking of which, we've reached that halfway mark. I was just curious to see what would be down here. I didn't expect this. This was certainly not on my to-do list today, but now it has become a challenge I must complete. I will not let this beat me, I don't think. I'm hoping I can get through this in one go. That would be quite miraculous. So far, though, I seem to be doing fairly decent for myself. Though that electric fence is certainly catching up quick. Okay, we're making our way up, which is good. It's quite the climb, I must say. Oh dear. Admirably, the goal remains elusive. I will try again sometime. This is certainly an interesting challenge. Now then, let's make our way back. We've got things to do, and knights to recruit. I have no time to dilly-dally with distractions like this. Now, who shall we go to next? There's only 4 left. Suppose the Clockwork Tower seems to be the best bet. Might as well deal with that tinkering knight, and all of his fascination with gears and things of the sort. Still, he certainly manages to create some interesting things. If there were one other person I think would be the most useful in any squadron, your Tinker Knight would certainly be the one to call. At least with him, you know you're going to get quality inventions, even if they are, at times, unorthodox. Again, rat-based things are bizarre to me. So the gears can be used as platforming. Interesting. Well, if that's the case, I'll make sure to keep them alive long enough to utilize their abilities. The moving platform thing. Definitely something to avoid. Just as long as you are careful with how you move, you should be able to handle it, no problem. Now, can I break this? No, it is not breakable. Though everything else, yes, I would assume is breakable. Right. Well, I can easily break this thing because he is mortal. Though it seems I have made an egregious mistake in doing so. Unless... Nope, I have to be very quick on my feet with this one. Simple, but effective. Got it. Now, let's pay close attention here. Excuse you, I was going to use that to slice my way to a checkpoint, thank you very much. Now, with that out of the way, let's actually make our way through the next part of this place. Close one. That would have ended poorly had I allowed myself to be taken down like that. Now, this particular enemy uses a gear gun. Not exactly what I would have anticipated, but it is what it is at this point, I think. Oh, whoa, whoa. Almost fell to my death again. It's weird. I am technically of the dead, and yet I can die again. What would that entail exactly? Does that mean I just go to a different part of hell, or is it one of those things where it doesn't really matter, you just lose a bunch of cash? I don't know. It's one of those things that you really don't need to put too much salt into, but it certainly is something to consider given the ramifications of death in this universe. I don't know. It just seems inconsequential, really. At least in my case. Because given what I am, there's really not much to worry about in that regard. Still, again, I cannot really lay any claims to that. It's one of those things that you can't really consider unless you are of that persuasion, I guess. And do they really think they could hide freaking treasure there? Oh, it seems we have a darkness wisp that we can collect. Good. Could use more power in my attacks. As well, the more healing, the better. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of one of these things to make this easier. Excuse you. I'm going to be collecting that darkness wisp now. Good. Now we have more darkness to work with, which means more attacks, more damage to be done, and a whole lot more emergency healing should the need arise. It certainly makes me more abled, that's for sure. Yes, definitely avoid the giant gear of death. That's the last thing you need to be worrying about at this point. Carefully now. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Definitely went the wrong way there. Was not the direction I intended to go. Now, let's go up this time, thank you. Oh, avoid the... Tried to avoid the gears. You all saw it. I tried, but I failed quite miserably. Still, not the end of the world. Just have to be careful how I maneuver from here on in. Okay, let's be careful about things. Gotta break through these blocks and make my way. Just gotta be careful about it is all. Last thing I need is to die on this path that is predetermined, it seems. Carefully now. Just gotta watch myself. Watch my movements as I get pummeled by a gear. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! How was I not paying attention there? I should have been paying attention at that particular moment in time, otherwise I would not have lost my life, or unlife, whatever you want to call it. Still, life goes on. We'll collect our money in due time. Just gotta be careful about it, that's all. Now, I do not particularly care for these auto path sections. All they do is offer you more distraction than is necessary. Not to mention, you have to be so specific with your timing in some respects, as you can very plainly see. Now, I'm gonna have to do that again, because I got impatient. Though can you blame me? I would like to get out of here as quick as possible. Not that I detest the place. Simply put, I'm tired of being here, dealing with all of these machinations. Inorganic life. Truly a disturbing concept. If something has the spark of life, it should breathe life. Not this hollowness, I guess. It just doesn't feel like genuine life. It feels foreign in a way. It has no soul, and yet it breathes like it is living. I'm uncertain as to how to process that as someone who lives and breathes the spirits of lost souls, so to speak, as I fall on a frickin' spike pit. Just to make my day a little bit more complicated. Seems we're going to be coming back to this particular checkpoint quite a few times. I'm going to have to be careful how I go about all this. Still, one thing at a time. As long as we're somewhat careful, should be able to be just fine, really. At least I can bait that thing into going away. Just have to watch myself from here on in. Make sure I don't make any sudden mistakes. And just go about it at a steady pace. And don't overstep. No overstepping. Just go at it steadily. Collect what you are owed. Yes. Damn it! This is not going well. This is very much not going how I anticipated. Let's try this again. This level is definitely being difficult. That could just be me misunderstanding the difficulties of Tinker Knight's design. I guess he's a bit smarter than I give him credit for. This thing continues to perplex me. And yet now it's gone. I thought for sure it would have bounced back as soon as that platform came back up. I guess not. I'm going to have to be careful now how I use my scythe jumps. Seems every time I use one, I get killed. At least in this area. At least in this case, the bags of cash, or gold, I suppose, they come back a certain ways. Okay, got a red skull. Great. Oh! You know, really should learn some patience. You know what would suck? If this was the only major difficult section, and everything else was a breeze after this. You know, just to rub salt in the wound. You know, everything else has been, you know, fairly simple. This is the only major difficult part. You know, that would be freaking hilarious in the worst way. Still, that aside, we are going to continue to move forward, and we are going to continue to do what needs to be done. Just have to be careful of how we go about it. Don't go too fast. Let the level come to you, do not come to the level. That is the trick to this. Patience. Calmness. Just have to be careful about how we do things. That is all. See? Simple patience gets you rewards. I should have just left that money alone. I should have just left it there to rot, to burn, to die. I should have just left that money alone. Now we have to do this all over again because I got greedy. My patience is dwindling. Very quickly, it is dwindling to a pulp. I am uncertain as to how much patience I'm going to have by the end of this, but I know that it is slowly fading away, because I keep making ridiculously dumb decisions. I'm just going to have to let things happen naturally in this place. At least in this section, because it's the only way that I am going to get things done. Just carefully move. If I'm able to get any of the money back, great. If not, I am not going to allow it to be a detriment. I'm just going to allow it to happen. If I don't, I don't. If I do, I do. And there's no going back from that. Okay, we've got one bag. Good. That should be enough, I think. Or we could just get all three. You know, because I was able to pull it off somehow. Now to avoid getting stopped. And we even got additional treasure. Not really accounting for everything else that we lost, but, you know, is what it is. And I thought for sure that would have worked. We have to go as low as we can, then grab onto the treasures, including that skull. Okay, we're moving forward now, finally. Okay, lower it as low as you can. Watch the gears! Oh! That was... Oh! Oh, that actually led to treasure? Huh. Color me a little surprised. In a way, I have to watch these gears as they roll down the tracks. I have no patience for them right now. Those particular enemies can rot. Oh! That could have been bad in every possible way. Just carefully slice your way across. Just have to avoid these gears like the plague. Like the Plague Knight. Avoid them like the Plague Knight. Best way to go about this without getting killed. 6 ways to Sunday. Okay, so that's how I extend one bridge. Now, how do I extend the other? Oh. Okay, I see what I have to do here. Okay. I think I see what I have to do. Ah, yes, that is what I have to do. Okay, and then we go to the side. Well, I guess there was treasure to be had here, too. Oh, on it! There we go. And a red skull, just for my troubles. Seems taking the secret path was the smart decision. Yes, it was. Because there's even more red skulls for me to enjoy. Though getting this one's going to be interesting, because I don't see any other means to do so. How do I get this one? This is going to be... Oh, okay, I see. Okay, let the gear roll. Aha! Clever puzzle, I must say. That one was quite smart. I can most certainly work with smart puzzles. Although now I have to reuse this puzzle. Okay, so the trick... No, too soon. Okay, let it roll. Not what I wanted, but it will do, I guess? I'm... Okay, this is not what I anticipated in the slightest. I mean, that kind of worked. That worked out in a way that I wasn't expecting, but you know what? It worked. I'm not going to complain about it. That claw really is the best of the attack weapons so far. It does the most damage. It covers a wide area. It is most useful. Now, just to keep moving and to keep fighting, and oh great, we've got another auto-pathing thing to worry about. Okay, just have to avoid all this. Seriously, this claw is like instant decimation to any enemy I find. It's spectacular in how much damage it does. It's even useful on bosses. That's the best part, I think. Grab that red gem. Watch. So, ho. That was a little crazy even for me. That went places I didn't even expect it to go. Go away. Didn't want to deal with him again, so I just figured slice him with my claw and get it over with. Okay, let's make our way up again. Must admit, this is the level that's given me the most frustration. It certainly has given me quite the challenge, so I'll give props to the Tinker Knight. He certainly brought his A-game. So, good on him. Okay, there's the third. Can we get up there, please? Thank you. Keep moving. Don't let those weird needle things get you. Alright, we are riding the platform. So far, so good, I think. Okay, there's the red skull, so I think that's the last one in this level. I think. Okay, we're doing good. We're making our way up. Nice and easy. letting anything get the better of us. Okay, good. I think we've made it to the end. It only seems like the end. Yes, indeed, it is the end. Now we can finally face the friggin' Tinker Knight.
What are you? Some kind of ghost? Get out of my shop! I have work to do!
The Enchantress would like a word. We have an army to raise, and talented engineers are in short supply.
Ha! You may be a tool, but I'm not! Time to make short work of ye!
Does he genuinely think that this is going to be a challenge if he just rides on a gear? Is this truly what he thinks? Is this what he believes? Does he truly... Okay, he might actually have... I think he actually has a point here. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to keep that... We're gonna have to keep that the wisp thing, equipped. At least for now. Holy crap. He's actually pretty... I must admit, this little Tinker Knight's kind of potent. Not bad at all, I must say. Even with just wrenches, he's quite useful. He'll be a good addition to the team. Oh, now is where he gets serious, it seems. Okay, so he is floating on all sorts of machinations. Gonna have to be careful how I go about this. Well, it certainly seems like I'm doing a decent job of things. I think using the mirror will definitely make things a little easier. At least I can get him at a distance for a good bit. Oh! That would have been really bad. Okay. How about we focus on staying alive right now? That, I think, is the smart thing to do. Okay. Get my darkness. Careful with this. This is definitely not what I anticipated with a boss battle. Giant mechanized robot. Oh! And right into the pit I go. I think a break is in order. A very rare thing to do, yes, but I don't think I'll be surviving this anytime soon. And I think we've done more than enough, so tune in next time as we take down this Tinker Knight. So till then, thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and a comment in the boxes below, letting me know your favorite moments from this episode. Also, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and make sure all notifications are turned on. That way you know when I finally lay waste to this Tinker. Also, share this video around. Your continued viewership and support is greatly appreciated. And of course, a very special thanks to the Tier 2 and Tier 3 Patreon supporters. Those being Five Way Dragon, Cinemageddon Reviews, Aaron Lena, Grimmy Leon, Hiziona Quidento, Honor Higgins, I Ship It 88, Jesse Barbo 6, Jesse Alvarez, Mighty Chlorophyte, Nagi Oki, Seth Ryan Dodson, Sonic Destroyer 12, Sonic Star 21, Boss Maker, Dorian Jean, BTS Fan 0613, D-Wolf 1414, Kylie Childs, Kayla Donnelly, Panda 475, Princess Funnybone, Ruby the Wolf, Silver Fox MC, and Timid Recluse. If you'd like to support the Patreon family, as well as get videos 24 hours in advance, exclusive Let's Plays, and a chance to use a Let's Play for this channel, check the link in the description below to our Patreon. And with all that said, this has been the Specter Knight, and until we meet again, farewell.